Welcome everybody to the 8-bit challenge. This is episode 143. My current ongoing battle with Mutant Catterpillar, who is my second challenger. Going back all the way to episode 61. So what have we got this time? We have got Trashman on the ZX Spectrum, which he has given me. But I'll get onto that in a minute. I'm just going to do a recap of the last episode. I gave him Daley Thompson's Decathlon, the javelin event, where he had to beat a phenomenal, absolutely incredibly, just godly throw of 132 meters, which, you know, I couldn't see him beating. And if you want to check out episode 142, which will be linked into this video, you will see that indeed he did fail. He didn't even get over 80 meters. He wonders how I got to the top of the speed. And indeed, I used my toast rack, a couple of keys on the toast rack that I never use. I managed to redefine the keys up to them, and yet just tap, 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 waggle, 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 with my tip on my fingers, and I managed to get the speed right up to that top bar, and hit the almost hit the line with an angle of 47 degrees. Excuse me, and threw a phenomenal throw of 132 meters. And he couldn't do that even with his super duper joystick. So that challenge goes into the Zeus column. And I will say I did find his comments about my win over his new Bubble C64 challenge, where I kept hitting the umbrellas. But yes, I did keep getting the umbrellas. But that's part of the game, isn't it, matey boy? That made me laugh when he was, oh yeah, he got all the umbrellas and kept zipping through all the levels and beat me that way. Yes, I did. Do I feel guilty? No, I don't, because it said it's part of the game. I was just lucky to get those umbrellas. So the current score between me and Mutant Catterpillar is 46 to me, 36 to Mutant Catterpillar. And I don't know what the overall score is if you combine my previous challenger Novabug as well, but I'm quite ahead now if you combine all the scores. I have 142 challenges so far. So anyway, here we go. Episode 143. We are going to do Trashman. Let's go on with it now. And spoiler alert, two things. Number one, I'm doing this on SpecMU. Yes, I'm using an emulator because I cannot be bothered to play a game like this, set up my hardware, and try and beat a score of well over 20,000. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, I can't play a game like this for 40 odd minutes. It's just too boring, mate. It's too boring. I remember Novabug giving me paper when I come on the Amstrad. That was boring too. I couldn't be bothered to play over an hour on that. There's some games you can play long on and still enjoy them. Renegade, Target Renegade, Jetpack. You know, those sort of games, they as well. Those sort of games you could happily play hour on end. But this is such a slogfest. It's just, there's no sound as such. No tunes. I've even had to put my music on in my earphones. But yeah, I've tried. I'm not just giving up easy, but I've tried. I've done about 7 attempts. And yeah, spoiler alert, I just can't seem to do more than 10, 15 minutes of this game. So you've definitely won this one. And I hope that's not the route you're going to take, where you're just going to pick a very boring game you can play for hour on end. Reminds me of that. Come on, get in there. Reminds me of that bloody Hunchback on the ZX Spectrum you gave me all those challenges ago, where you thought I'd get bored, but actually I didn't, because that's more action pace than this. Get on, drop it. Come on. And another thing, when you collect these bonuses, do you just wait, or do you have to press a button to get out of the door quicker? I can never work that out. So you've got to collect trash cans. It's 1984, this game. Yeah, it's too boring, mate. I can't play a game like this for 40 odd minutes. If you're going to give me a game like that, make it an action game like Smash TV. Was it Smash TV you gave me on a Commodore 64? That was about 50 minutes, but that was action. That was good. This is just, you got to go, oh no, the dog's out. Go on, go. So the idea of this, yeah, you've got to collect trash cans and complete the street. And if you want to complete the game takes about 50 minutes. You know, sod that. Look, I got 400 points so far. And he scored, if you check out Challenge 1, episode 142, he scored over 20,000. There's no way. So it's like, my bonus is going down. Do I have to press something to get out the door? Look, what's he doing? Is he doing something rude with her? Oh, there we go, look. First road done. Montague Road. And that's about it. I don't think I was interested enough to try and get to Street 3. So this is Street 2. Pulteney Road. Come on. I could have gone behind the house. And obviously he walks slower when he's picking up a trash can from the house because it's full of rubbish. Could you imagine giving this a, you know, I mean, I'm sure adults bought ZX Spectrums as well, but could you imagine 1984 if you was an actual trash man? I don't mean that disrespectfully. You mean you used to collect the rubbish bins, and your kid or whatever bought you this game. Would you take that as a piss take, or would you? That's the last thing you want to do. You know, you do this as a job, break your back. You didn't have wheelie bins back then, so you had to carry them over your shoulder, and you get a game as well about your job. Oh, I've got to get down there, haven't I? Collect the bin. If you step on the grass, your bonus zooms down, rockets down. You can have bicycles hit you, you can have dogs chase you. I mean, it's plenty of colour, isn't there? Well, and this, do you have to do it a few times, or can I just go like 1, 2, 3? I could do it just once. Oh, Jesus! So it tells me that's more than 30 miles an hour, mate. Yes, I want a bonus. Come on, nookie, nookie, nookie. It's like, come on. Yeah, I get off the grass. Oh, the dog's out again. Yeah, do I have to press the bloody button to get out of the house quicker? Yeah, this is definitely going into the Mutant Caterpillar's win column. No doubt about that. Which will bring it back to 9 behind, he will be. There was a time he was 11 in front. I've done well. I don't know how much longer he intends to be my challenger. I mean, the previous challenger, the first challenger, stuck with 60 episodes, and so far Mutant Caterpillar is now on his 83rd challenge. So, yes, made his first appearance in episode 61, where he cockily said, and quite happily to everybody, that I have no chance of beating him, and it's not possible. And he will slay the god. Well, this god's kicking his ass at the moment, so he might eat those words. So when a third challenger will come along, we don't know. It's overdue, really, but I quite enjoy game challenges with Ian, I have to say. Man of my heart when it comes to the Spectrum. I know for anyone who knows, we don't do 16-bit challenges. 16-bit games are far larger and longer, so we don't do that. But the question is, what is my next challenge for him? Well, I'll tell you now, it's not a ZX Spectrum game. Yeah, let's go around the back of the house this time. Here we go. Go and get your bonus, quick. In you go. See, look at that. I'm about a tenth behind his score. There's no way. Oh, there's no way I'm going to beat him at this. Just for the boreness of it. I just go into a coma. Down there, cross, come on. Yeah, this is the only time I've ever used the emulator, SpecEmu. I just, I don't want to keep setting up my toast rack to keep trying this game. Oh! See, look, I'm going to die. I'm running out of bonus time. Down. There you go. I've got to go all the way around here to put the bloody bin back. And then get me bonus. And I'm almost dead. Oh, there she is. Oh, no, I'm on the grass. And she's shut the door. Fuck's sakes, I can't win this now, can I? Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. See, it proves it's emulator. Just press the mouse. Okay, I'm on to Street 3. So I've actually gone a bit longer than I thought I would. Grove Street, okay. Here we go. Yeah, there is an ending to this. It just says, well, I can't remember what it says, but it's text, right? Go on, go. But there is an ending. In fact, I think Mutant Catterpillar got to the last level, but didn't quite finish it. Needed a game completion. Come on. Put it down. That's it. Oh yeah, go on. What have you got for me? What have you got for me? 55. So now I've got to get across here. Down there. Collect that. God, look at the speed of those cars. Boom, 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 boom. And you go, whoa! Down. In you go. Put that down there. Have we got a bonus for me or nothing? Yes, we have. I'm on the grass again and the dog's out. Oh, it's all gone wrong now. And I'm going to get hit by a bloody bike. Great. And another bike. Go on, down. Get off the grass. Oh, Jesus. No, can't do this now. See, it's just so sloggy. Oh, blimey. They're all trying to kill this guy, isn't they? Aren't they? 5. I've got to put the bloody trash can right round. And the dog's out again. I'm trying to get away from him. Am I going to get any bonus? No, she's not even going to give me any bonus because I've stepped on the bloody grass. And I got hit by a bike again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse my language. Ah, look at this. 97. And I haven't even done that trash can yet, have I? I've got a feeling my days are numbered coming up. Quick. Get down there. Might get a bonus, maybe. Yes. Go, 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 go. In. Good. What have I got? Well, that's not enough, is it? I mean, look, I've got 70 something, but I just ain't got enough time. Where am I? There I am. Come on, collect it. There we go. Down we go. And the lorry's not moving. Move. Thank you. In you go. I was on the grass again. Oh, and the dog's out. This is definitely it now. Yeah, look at this bonus. Here we go. Game over. Good. What? I can't even... Where am I? I'm pushing left. I'm pushing right. There I am. Oh, whatever. You're slow. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, congratulations. You can have that. There was no way I was going to spend endless 40 minutes of my life, 30 minutes of my life here and there trying to beat that. So forget it. Yeah, you can have that win. Yeah, moving on. Did nothing for me at all, mate. I'm sorry, but you give me Chucky Egg, yeah. But not this. This is just a bore fest. But anyway, each to their own. So yeah, that goes to you. So let's find out. Let's get on with it. What's your new challenges for episode 144 coming up? Let's check it out. Tempest for the Amstrad CPC. In my personal opinion, the best 8-bit version of Tempest you can get, even though there wasn't very many 8-bit versions. There was a ZX Spectrum version, and I can't recall of any other version, so there we go. We're going to put the Amstrad version on this, mate. So the idea is get to the highest wave as possible, or should I say match my wave at least and beat my score, or exceed my wave, and then you've won the challenge. That's it. Love this game in the arcade. I was never any good at it, but I do play it once in a while with my spinner on the MAME settings and whack those bloom settings up lovely. Let's start, enter, start. Here we go. Player One. So yeah, it's probably the most famous vector game ever created in the arcade. But just sadly, I'm no good at it. Right, so here we go. Yes, very playable, but unfortunately, you get a huge amount of slowdown. Definitely by wave 14. I cannot see how anyone. You will not get past wave 14. You know, there's a huge tip for everyone out there, or you know, thinking that might see higher than that on these challenges, but you won't. The game is ruined by immense slowdown. Once you get to wave 14, you can't pass it without cheats. I've done a long play of it with infinite zappers, invincibility. That's the only way you can do it. There's 50 grids altogether, but you'll never see that far unless you put the cheats on. So that's wave 1. Okay, so you want a good game, and this is a good game. Yeah, I mean the Spectrum version is good as well, but the sound effects are better on this version, and the enemies are a different colour, so you can definitely see your enemies better. It doesn't really model the arcade really, because the first level in the arcade is a circle shape followed by a square, well, as you saw just a minute ago, it was a cross shape followed by a square, and all the shapes are different. The grids are very different shapes. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was easy. And in the arcade, the first 16 grids are blue, then they go red, they repeat, but same shapes, but different colour and much harder. And I think I've got the most famous Tempest arcade upload actually on YouTube. Even though I'm using cheats, I whack the bloom up, it looks stunning, the vector graphics look beautiful, and I've showed the entire game, all 99 grids. There's been no other upload of that, and it's been maybe a third of a million views. It's way up there anyway. It's way up there. Yeah, I wish I was good at this in the arcade, but I was very young when I saw it. Yeah, I must have been about 8 or 9. Didn't have a clue how to play it. But I just find it too fast. I mean, I wonder what he was thinking when he created Tempest the Arcade, thinking that's the speed we want. Because some of those things, those pulsars and that come up the web, are so fast, so how on earth do you get to them that quickly? If it was slowed down by about 25%, it might be more playable for me. So yeah, that's it really. Either beat my level or match it and beat my score. So it's a hit or miss challenge this really. I gave this to Neverbug many challenges ago in my previous challenger, one of the early challenge vids, and he was saying he constantly was playing it for 2 weeks because he was not going to lose a CPC game, because he's an immense CPC fan. He was not going to lose a CPC challenge to me. And I think we went through all 60 challenges where whenever I gave him a Spectrum game, no, whenever he gave me a Spectrum game, I was not going to let him beat me on it because he's a CPC lover boy. And whenever I gave him a CPC game, he was not going to lose to me because I'm a ZX lover boy, whatever. So yeah, I could never beat him on a CPC game, and he could beat me on a... Was that right? No, that's right, I could beat him on CPC games, but if I gave him a CPC challenge, he would go out of his way extra to beat me, and vice versa. If he gave me a Spectrum game, I would go out my way and beat him on that. So we never lost there to each other. So already it's starting to slow down a little bit. What, we're on wave 4. Yeah. So let's see what you can do with this. I can't get nearer there. I'm just waiting for get a few more points before I use a zapper. Starting to slow down a bit now. I think a few less enemies would have helped this game. It's ruined it with the slowdown. I'm getting very close to those enemies. I don't want to get closer than that. They will just stay there. It's these squares you've got to worry about, because they split. If they get to the top of the web, they split apart and they will kill you. on, come on. Slow him down in it. I can't get any. There we go. Let's clear it. Now the speed's up again. Boom. Wave 5. Here we go. So what other versions are there on this? Well, some of you, or a lot of you, may not have heard of on the Amiga version. There's not Tempest, but there's a game called Vector Storm. That's on my channel, complete. That's the closest you'll get to Tempest on that. Atari ST did have Tempest, but it was quite an easy version. That's uploaded on my channel as well, complete. And of course it came out on the Spectrum. Didn't come out on the Commodore 64. There is a sort of Tempest-y game on the C6. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's not very good. It's very blocky. I was in trouble with the Commodore 64. The graphics were very blocky, whereas the Spectrum was had high resolution. So you can get those wires of the frame very clear, whereas the Commodore 64 was hugely blocky. It was like, I don't know, example, drawing a web like this with a fine pencil is the Spectrum. Drawing a web like this on the Commodore 64 was like using a fat crayon. That's the best way I can sum it up. Okay, last few. I see how quickly it's sped up now. Come on, let's get over there. Right, 2 more, 1 more, boom. Circle. See, that's stage 1 of the arcade. Wave 6. Yeah, so I've never actually given. I wasn't going to give you this challenge actually, Tempest. I thought, well, it's one of these games where I'm 50% sure I'm going to get win on it. But no, sorry, it's not all about winning, is it? I know, you get our scores up, but part of the fun is you don't want to give challenges where your opponent, it's impossible for them to beat the other player's level or score, because there's no fun then, is there? So, yeah, this run will take, all the other runs I've done, around about half hour. Just get my points up. Oh. Split too many things up. Yeah, it's a shame. They should have, there we go, near the end of the level. There we go. Look how fast that is now. The programmer should have not included so many enemies on later levels, because it really does ruin the game. You come to a brick wall, you get to stage 4 and you can't get past that stage. Because you can't reach one side of the grid and to get to the other side quick enough before the enemies get to the top. It's impossible, because of the slowdown. Come on, bring it on. Yeah, I'm just going to do the Spectrum version of this, because we've done the Amstrad one already on the previous channel. But no, I'll do the Amstrad again, because I do prefer it than the Spectrum version. Oh yes, come on. Points. And now that square is coming up and it's going to split, so I'm going to have to use my Super Zapper, I think. Oh no, sometimes, there we go, it popped that time. Sometimes they get to the top and they will split into 2 stars shaped things and zip round the grid. Right now. Damn it. Yes, didn't get to the Super Zapper in time. That was my fault. I don't recall using one on this stage. My memory already. That's careless. So, yeah. Go away, you. Back down. There you just. Come on. More points, lovely. Keep coming, I'll get more points. More points. Front gives you over there. Yeah. Cool. Some of these levels can take a bit of a while. Oh. Okay. Yeah, on later levels there's these lines. You see those lines there, but there's ones that literally come straight up the tube. And once they hit the grid, you get big gaps, and that's when it's a problem. Oh, and you. Lovely. Wave 8. Quite an easy one. You haven't got much distance to travel with your spider claw thingy. And you can just keep nailing like this. Every 10,000 points you get an extra life. Racking those points up, lovely. Come on, you want some, do you? You as well? I don't think so. Yeah, lovely. Oi, 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 oi. Here you go, and you. There we go. Doof, that was quite easy then. Oh, right. Wave 9. I wonder why it didn't come out on the Commodore 64. This is by Electric Dreams. There must have been a reason. Maybe they didn't, you know, it just didn't look good on it. I don't know. Lots of points. Keep them coming, lots of points. I can't remember if you get a bonus for not using your super zapper. That I cannot remember. There we go, end of level. Look how fast it is now. Wave 10. How fast that is. Yeah, it's just a shame. You'll see shortly when I get to... I know I get to stage 14, but I can't get past that when I cheat. You'll see what I mean. He's dying. Alright. Fire you. Ah. It's meant to use the super zapper. Oh well. Do it again. Really giving Mutant Catterpillar many CPC games. It's not my forte really, the that system. But once in a while I chuck one in, like I am here. Yes, that's, oh, there's another way. Bloody hell, what was it then? Zap, 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 zap. Points, 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 points. Come on, let's go, yeah, here we go. Oof. Wave 11. Yeah, I prefer webs like this where you don't go right round it, you just go left and right. Some of the levels later on are just ridiculous. If you look at my long play of this, as I said, with cheats, some of the stages are just ludicrous. You can't see what lane it's in. You know, it's like there's a big letter S, and you just can't see what lane the enemies are in because the S halfway down you're crossing into sort of like a reverse. Kind of reverse view, and yeah, you can't tell what lane you're in, and before you know it, it's got you. So yeah, wasted time of programmer creating webs outside of 14, you can't get past that bloody number. Okay, got me there, alright, fair enough. Well, that was it. Yeah, it was a bit soon, isn't it? Yeah, if you die, you have to restart the web completely. I don't think you just sort of start halfway through. I'm not sure of the webs, if it's down to how many enemies you shoot, a certain amount of enemies you've got to kill, or it's timed. Glanced up there, 43,000, I think that was. Come on, it's got to be close. Yeah, there we go. Right. Wave 12. Now this is where it's difficult to see, but this is where the lines come up. There's one there, I saw that. There's one. Woof. See, they just zoom up the web, and once they hit the top of the web, like this one coming in the centre, they will cause a huge gash in the web, and you can't cross it. Damn it! Wait, no, you don't. Yeah. Wise decision, that. Pew, 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 pew. Come on, you want some, do ya? Was that it? Oh yeah, okay. These, yeah. Oh, there's spikes, aren't there? I remember that. Yes, avoid the spikes. Didn't get them. Another stage I quite like doing. Come on, you. You want some? Line them up. I'll knock them down. Alright. Alright. Round 2. Lovely. Apparently most of us thought this game sort of was in space, you know, like wormholes and things like that, but it turns out the actual programmer had a... I don't know if he had a real nightmare dream or he just thought of it, but as far as he was concerned, imagine these monsters coming out of the ground, climbing up the earth. But for me, I think it's more spacey. Come on, it's got to be it by now. It's got to be it by now. Yes, avoid the spikes, Daz, avoid the spikes. Nope, not getting me this time. Here we go, round 14. You will not pass this. This is where it ends. See, look at the slowdown already, and you cannot get to every lane of the web. It's too much. Now look, I've got these purple lines, I've got the spikes. Done. Can't... Yeah, look how slow it is now. Completely ruined. Too much going on. There's a zapper in a minute. This is where the game is going to end for me. But if you want to see past this stage, then yeah, you have to check out my long play of it with cheats. Oh, why did I press my zapper then? Also, the zapper can be slightly delayed as well because of the slowness. I got too cheeky there. I should have used my zapper. I could have got a few more points. These purple things coming up, they're so annoying. You know what? Got you that time. A bit more quick off the mark that time. I do like the sound of that zapper. That's cool. So yeah, you will not pass this web. So you've got to get to web 14 and then beat whatever score I'm going to get when I've finished. Right, okay. Getting slow with zapper. Last life. I think it's a 50-50 chance you'll do this. Goy, come here. Good. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, see what I mean? It's impossible. Should have had so many enemies. At least that way the game could have remained playable. But yeah, you get to this stage, the game's done. The game's unplayable. Shooting, I'll use a zapper in a second. Oh, there we go. I saw you coming. Right, this is it now. Last shot to get as many points as I can. I've got nothing left in the bank now. No lives, no zappers, nothing. See, you just can't get around the web. It's stupid. So I'll try and get as many points as I can now. Come on, look how slow it is now. I can't even get round. Oh, I'm going to die any second now. Here we go. That's it. I think that's game over now. That's it. Game over. So, You have got to get to wave 14 and beat a score of 58,578, I think that is. 58,598, wave 14. So match my wave and beat that score. I'm not going to say beat my wave because you won't do it. It's impossible without cheats. So there you go. Yep, get to the same wave as I did, wave 14, and beat that score, 58,590. Yes, it is 98. All right, mate. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it, but as I said, sadly, once you get to stage 14, the game's ruined by slowness. It's too much. So yeah, so see what you can do next time. For those that are tuning in, please make sure you subscribe to my opponent's channel as well, so you know when the next challenge will be. That will be challenge 144. Yes, this being 143, of course. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, Mutant Catterpillar, take it away, mate. See what you can do with that. I hope you enjoy the game. Looking forward to the next challenge in about 4 weeks' time, no later. All right, buddy. Good luck with that one, and thanks everyone else for tuning in. Laters.